Hello again. This is Rodolfo Eric Angat, your teacher in Earth and Environmental Science. Today we'll be discovering about earthquake locations. Remember that in our last discussions, we stated that most earthquakes happen along the Pacific Ring of Fire, also known as the Circum-Pacific Belt. And we also mentioned that the reason why most earthquakes happen there is because there are a lot of volcanoes there. Now, why are there a lot of volcanoes along the Pacific Ring of Fire? Do you still remember? Okay. There are a lot of volcanoes along the Pacific Ring of Fire because of the active movement of the tectonic plates in the area. The more dense oceanic crust or oceanic plate sinks into the mantle, and as it sinks, it builds a stress along the edges of the continental crust. That region is what we call as the Benioff zone. And in that Benioff zone, there's a lot of earthquakes. When the oceanic plate reaches the mantle, it gets destroyed, it gets melted. And the melted oceanic plate becomes magma that rises back into the surface because it's less dense. And this results in the formation of many volcanoes along the edges of the Pacific Ocean. And because of those many volcanoes, we call it the Pacific Ring of Fire. For today, we'll be identifying other areas where earthquakes are common, and those areas are the areas close to us. On the left side of the picture, by the way, these are not my pictures, okay? I just borrowed them. Okay, so on the left side, we'll see the map of the United States and it's color coded. And I need you to notice which areas experience the most earthquakes. The areas that have the most earthquakes are the one with red. You will notice that on the western side of the United States, there is the area here that is so red, which means this area experienced a lot of earthquakes. And this area is what we call the location of the San Andreas Fault. It is a transform boundary, also known as a strike slip fault. What is happening here is that the Pacific plate, which is on this side here, and the North American plate are sliding past each other. The North American plate is moving southward, going here, while the Pacific plate, this area here, to the left of this red line here, is moving northward. So this one is moving northward, this is moving southward. So what is happening is that the two are scratching each other, building stress. And when the stress becomes too much, it releases all the pressure and the earthquake happens. In this region, the Hayward Fault is what experts consider as the most dangerous fault in America. Why? Why the Hayward Fault? Now let's see the Hayward Fault right here. Oh, you see this bay area? This is a highly populated area. And you won't believe that this highly populated area is where the Hayward Fault is. So why is the Hayward Fault so dangerous? The Hayward Fault is so dangerous because it runs through some of the most heavily populated parts of the Bay Area. There are so many structures there. There are so many people there. So what makes that dangerous? When the earthquake happens, it can cause some structures to collapse. And this can lead to a lot of people getting hurt and even dying. Now, on the other side right here, we have the map of we have the map of North Carolina. Somebody's coming in. So in this region, you will find that there are areas here with a lot of earthquakes. But when it comes to North Carolina, we don't have that much earthquakes because we don't have active tectonic plates in North Carolina as of now. However, on the western side, we have the East Tennessee seismic zone, which included the New Madrid seismic zone and the East Tennessee seismic zone in this area. So there are a lot of earthquakes in this area. And to the southern part, we have South Carolina here, wherein we have the Charleston seismic zone, and to the north, we have the Central Virginia seismic zone, but none in our area here. So we do not experience a lot of earthquakes, but some of the earthquakes that happen around us, we do feel them, but not as strong because they're a little bit far from us. Okay? Kind of remember that right now we don't have active tectonic plate movements in North Carolina, but this is not always the case. Always remember that Earth's crust is continuously changing because of the convection currents happening in the mantle. Okay, see you again next time, guys. Thank you so much.